went from 6 hours of phone time per day to just 3 as an ADHD business owner who uses her phone for work. These systems take advantage of my natural laziness, and you don't have to spend any extra effort to set them up. You don't even need to delete your social media. Today, I'm going to be showing you examples of how I built my system so you can use the same thing for yourself. Hack number 3 is widgets. This is what my phone screen looks like, and there's only 2 screens. I have my habit tracking apps, my Notion, and my time tracking. On the second screen, I have my reminders and my time tracking buttons because I love clicking buttons. I find that keeping my phone screen simple like this, that you can see there's no social media, it keeps me focused. And because I love pressing buttons, the act of pressing the buttons to track my time actually makes me change my behavior. This makes time tracking fun, but it also kind of forces me to have second thoughts on whether I actually want to doom scroll or not, because then I would have to change the timer. I have another time tracking video that you can find in the description. Another thing you can do with widgets is add a bunch of pictures. I like to add photos that remind me of my values and what I'm working towards. So whenever I open up my phone, the first thing I see is just these pictures, and that makes me less tempted to get distracted by social media apps because I'm just staring at these like, oh, this is what I'm meant to be working towards, and that kind of motivates me to continue working towards that. And that's why I also have this Notion page widget on my phone where if I am ever like, oh, I don't know what to do right now, I'm just kind of waiting around, I click into it and there's a clear reminder with a mood board and a list of things that I wanted to do, whether it's hobbies or things on my to-do list for my business, so that I'm always having this clear idea of what I want to do. So I'm working towards my goals instead of getting distracted by social media. So these widgets can actually help you so much in staying focused just by removing distractions first. Now that brings us to hack number 2, which is shortcuts. So your phone actually has these built-in automations that you can set up where every time I press a button, it sets off a series of actions. I have a template where you can just copy paste all the automations I use in the description below and a video tutorial to go along with it. But here's an example of what I mean. When I press journal time, it pulls up my voice transcription so I can just yap to my phone about how my day went, and then ChatGPT cleans up all of that yapping and then sends it to my journal, all cleaned up. Another example is sleep time. So as soon as I press this sleep time button, it puts on do not disturb and sets my time tracking to sleep. So when I press the sleep time button, it's fun and leaves me no choice but to go to bed instead of scroll my phone for a bit more. And I'm too lazy to change the timer from phone time to sleep time and so on. So people think that me tracking my time 24/7 is too much. It's actually kind of my way of keeping myself accountable and focused so that I'm not unintentional with my time, like scrolling when I don't mean to scroll. Now, number 1 is my favorite hack. It is so underutilized. I like to use Siri for a lot of things because I'm on the go. So what I'll do is I'll say, hey Siri, remind me to do my YouTube video at 10 a.m. today. And it adds the reminder for me, and I can see the list of reminders right here on my home screen. It also helps a lot when I have a meeting, and sometimes I miss meetings because I just lose track of time. So I'll say, hey Siri, no, actually, oops, Siri just...
What do you want to be reminded about?
No, I don't need you, Siri, I'm sorry. Sometimes I need to set alarms because the reminder notification isn't in my face enough. I need like the sound and the buzzing on my wrist from my Apple Watch. So I'll say, hey Siri, please set an alarm for this time, and it'll be like a few minutes before my meeting, so that ensures that I don't miss that meeting. This is very helpful on the go because I can just turn on Siri and ask it to do something, and I don't even have to look at my phone and get distracted by social media apps. Oh, it also works on my Apple Watch, so I'll just press this button for an extended amount of time, and then it opens up Siri. And then since I have shortcuts set up on my phone where it's like shower time, so I'll just say, hey Siri, shower time, and then it automatically sets my time tracking to shower time. So hopefully you can see that this is all about designing an environment and a system for you to thrive in based on your current personality traits. It doesn't matter if you're lazy or if you get easily distracted. It's about creating an environment that you can thrive in instead of trying to change yourself. By setting up my phone screens like this, I know that I'm lazy, and instead of making it easy for me to click on social media apps, this actually makes it easier for me to take action towards my goals instead. because I set up an environment that rewards that and makes it harder for me to click on social media apps. Because right now, if I want to go on social media, I have to like search for the app on my phone. If it's not right there in front of my face, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Probably an ADHD thing. So I try to keep things inside that I know are important to me and my goals instead. So you can find more systems like these, from my automations to my life tracking systems, in my other YouTube videos, which I'll link in the description below, or you can check out my full life tracking course, which we design a system together that works for your life. So everything will be in the description below, and I will see you there.